Setting summer goals.
Yeah.
Where should we start?
Yeah, summer goals is a big one because I feel like summer's pretty well the hardest part, besides maybe Christmas. But that's still a shorter time. That's probably a month, we could say.
Christmas, by the time you start the celebrations to end them. But summer is like our longest stretch of holidays.
Yeah, it's 6 weeks or longer. 8 weeks sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's
At
complete.
least 6 weeks,
Yeah,
of summer.
And it's completely different, like out of our norm. Most of the time, just depending on where you live. So in Alberta, for example, we have a short summer season, which is 2 months, roughly.
Not even sure we can call our summer a summer.
Which
But
is
anyway.
why we're here. So, but then the kids are home as well. So that's another
Right.
one that we're not used to. Not used to having kids around when they're at school.
It's another reason too. Sometimes we feel that our routine is a little upset during the summer because things are different. Like kids are home, there's no school, there's different activities going on. So sometimes it feels like when summer rolls around, our life gets flipped upside down.
Right.
So that's why it's even more so important to set those goals and keep those routines going, because 6 weeks is a long time. If we let our routines totally go like by the wayside, like that's a long time. Like catching up after 6 weeks is very difficult.
Well, I think it goes back to, like, if you look at a time like Christmas, for example, and we're like, oh, Christmas is coming, and we start Christmas like right in November.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Some people before.
And so you have that mindset of like Christmas is coming, so you start to have like gatherings, and you start to have little maybe cheat meals or snacks and extra desserts, and that turns into like at least a full-blown month.
Yeah, for sure.
So if we look at that for summertime, like right now we're creating unhealthy habits mostly. Right?
Mostly, yeah.
So we're staying up later, we're barbecuing, we're having some drinks with friends, we're sitting outside and enjoying. And it's so nice that we're like, I don't want to go inside the gym and work out.
Right.
Instead of finding something to do outside to be active, we just skip it all together and be like, because we don't want to be inside. And I think it's important to recognize that we're setting those unhealthy habits now, and it's so we work all year, well, for most of the part, all year to create healthy habits, and now we don't realize that we're breaking those habits that we worked hard for, and on top of that, we're creating unhealthy habits.
Yeah. I think one of the most important things is to set goals and write it down. Like even Drew and I, like we're in the health and fitness industry, but we still work at our goals and we still have to plan and set goals. For example, being away for a full summer, like we sat down, we talked about our goals, we wrote them down, and we are each day working towards those goals.
And then going from, instead of like just trying to get through the summer, like just trying to get by, maybe we could, find a way to excel and do something like their Spartan runs, for example.
Oh, yeah.
We know some people that are doing the death race, but doing something exciting and something that you can achieve instead of being like, oh, it's the summertime, I'm going to take a break from everything, just going to try to get through it, and then, it's an easy way to go backwards.
Or a lot of times I'll pick this up in the fall, right? In the springtime and in the beginning summer, everything starts to come to an end. So then we think, I'll just pick this back up in the fall. But that's a long time. Like 6-8 weeks is a long time to, I guess, get away from everything.
Yeah.
So setting like a fresh, exciting goal, like you were talking about, like a Spartan run or even a race or like a run of some sort.
Lots of fun
There's
runs.
Lots of stuff going on in the summer. So setting that goal and having a plan, I guess, is the big thing, right? Having a plan.
Yeah, I like how you said we write it down. Like that's something that we do. We write it down so we know exactly what we're doing and the direction that we're headed.
Yeah.
I think many times we don't want to write it down because then we have to follow through with it.
Yeah.
And then you make it a reality when you sit down and you write it down.
Write it down.
But not by avoiding that, we kind of avoid making it a priority.
And I was just thinking too, when Drew said writing it down so it makes it more of a reality, another thing to do to keep yourself accountable is sharing with others what your goals are. Like, for example, Drew and I always share together what our goals are for the summer or for whatever we're working towards, because we keep each other accountable that way. So share with your partner, share with a friend, share with somebody what you're doing, because then I just find it amps up the accountability that way.
Or do something with a friend.
Yeah.
Like a fun run, for example. Do those with friends and sign up together, so you're all like, are you guys working out? Are you working towards your goals? And that gives you more like a team effort as opposed to just individually.
Absolutely, yeah.
And if we want to get a little excited here, one extra bonus one is drizzling a little bit of hot sauce on some popcorn.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I did that in the past. I have really clean hot sauce that we'll post up for you guys, but I just put a little couple drops of hot sauce and mix that around, and that was delicious. Like this.
Mix it around.
So you want to end off with a quote?
Yeah, I got it right here. I made sure I wrote it down. So here is the quote today, Drew.
What we got?
You will never find time. If you want time, you must make it.
Very
That's
good,
a good one, hey?
And end with time. You know, it's it comes like it's one of the biggest complaints or excuses that we have.
Oh yeah, totally.
Didn't have time, and like you'll never have time unless you make time.
You have to make it.
We have to prioritize. We have to make time in the day. It's kind of funny. Like we always find time to do the things that we want to do, and usually we put the things that we probably should do at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
Many times that's like meal planning, for example,
Yeah.
or like batching our recipes at one time of the day, and then you just don't make time for it.
Yeah. A lot of times I even ask my clients like, well, you don't you make time for your hair appointment, you make time to get your nails done, you make time to go to that concert or that tea with a friend. So it's all about making the time to do those other things as well.
Yeah. So make time.
Yes. And you know what I started saying to myself as well, to like, I guess like believe that I have the time, is I always say, I've got nothing but time. I keep telling myself that, right?
It's a good mantra.
Yeah.
Nothing but time.
Got nothing but time.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Thanks so much for tuning in. We always appreciate you coming in to see what we have going on. We're going to leave you with that.
Yes, we'll catch you inside the group.
See you guys.
Bye.